Right up in here, and I think if you look up, you'll see where the mountain, it steps away from the base there. There's a ceiling there in the middle, about 70 feet up. It's a good 2-3 feet where it steps out away from the vertical wall. If we could somehow climb up to that and get underneath that ceiling, maybe towards the left, and find a way to climb it, either going to the left or the right, or maybe even go straight through it. I think to get the full experience, maybe if we climbed up to the left and we just kind of side climbed it, moving to the right, we would get the full experience of this climb. But that ceiling right there, that's going to be elite climbing.
Well, we're back at it. Another climbing season and a whole new adventure ready to be taken. Lee and I found some new climbing routes to be developed, a couple virgin cliff walls to be discovered, and we even found some time to visit with our indigenous neighbors from the Pacific Northwest. Get ready to gaze upon the mesmerizing landscapes of the Columbia River Gorge, Pacific Coast, and Washington's Yakima Valley.
Taking a walk, it's a long, long day. Time to extend our life in some way. All that I have found in this place makes me feel ashamed. Try to turn things over from the thoughts I can't erase.
We could start our climb right in here. It looks like we can get up to here pretty easily. Then it turns into some serious scrambling in here. But I see a way to get up and maybe work ourselves to the left. You know, maybe we can go straight up, but this is it. This is our starting point right here. But this is going to be elite level climbing. And if you look above that, another 30 feet, you'll see where it steps out again. The rock wall is leaning out towards the river. So we would be climbing, leaning back. That's going to push us to the limit right there. This is amazing.
Man, I can't wait to see this route from the top. So we put this via ferrata system in to make it easier after we had a hard day of climbing. And let me tell you, this is the hardest part of our day.
Hey, I'm gonna take the slot up. I'll meet you at the top.
Okay.
This is the slot. We have two ways of getting around the bowling ball. You can go around it to the right or straight through the slot to the left.
You know, we've found some pretty spectacular places to explore over the years. And though we have developed many climbing routes all over this gorge, the one place that keeps taking our breath away is this place. Lucky for us, it's a little piece of native paradise owned by Lee's auntie. When you walk upon this land, you can't help but feel the presence of the past. The indigenous ancestors are right here with us, watching and listening as we visit their homeland. It's such a privilege to share their company and to be welcomed. I mean, look at this place. You can't get much closer to the promised land than this.
So we've got a big overhang right there at the top of this climb. Okay, it's about 120, 130 feet straight down. Look at that. All right, here we go. No sharp points. There is a serious overhang right below my feet, so I am going to be blowing in the wind here in a minute. Howie's taking the right side, which is the easy side. He has a way of doing that to me every time. Okay, here we go. This wind might throw me off course. We plan on climbing this overhang. This will be some real quick, fast handwork in this area. Whoa, 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 whoa. I am just floating around. Someone's gonna get dizzy watching this. Whoa. Okay, I'm getting dizzy. Here we go. Yeah. Let's hope for the wind to push me over there. Here we go. I'm gonna try and get over there. No, not. Hey, give me a push, will you? All right, now give me a push over there. Ready?
Yep.
Oh, there we go. This might be a climb route over here. Got it. Yeah, so you can see this ceiling we got to negotiate.
And this is not even spring, we're still in the winter time. So
Yep.
come springtime, we'll get this thing clean, ready to climb by summer.
Whoa, right. There's Howie. Yeah. Here we go, coming down. Got some places here where we could actually stand and take a break. That'll be good for us. By the time we hit that upper crux area, we're gonna be pretty pumped. Gonna need every bit of rest we can have. Little holds everywhere. Just little fingertip holds, that's all we need. There. Yep, we are climbing this straight up. Get to the ceiling, try and get over it or under it and around it, and then get to that area up there where it's pushing us off the rock. This is going to be elite climbing. It's going to be incredible.
I want to position my rope. I have to go on this side. If I go on this side, I'm just going to swing over into no man's land. If I keep it here.
Whoa, here I come. Oh, got a little crossover. Here we go, getting back over here.
I would have done what Lee just did.
We are going to have to get creative in how we climb this. Touching down. Boom.
All right, let's walk back up to the top.
Mission accomplished. I think we got our project for next spring. All right. We did it.
Discovering, exploring, and finding a journey to a place you've never been and somewhere few, if any, have ever touched. Lee and I are on a mini expedition to a location called Howie Island. It's located in the middle of the Columbia River. It will be an unpredictable crossing that will test our confidence as adventurers. Even with years of experience on the water, the Columbia River can test the most skilled explorer, so this will not be easy for either one of us. We will have to endure her unpredictable tides and stay focused on her sneaky white-capped waves. Like always, our perseverance and discipline will lead the way.
Man, we're gonna get wet, you realize.
Yeah, I think I'm ready for it.
No, I almost went for the ride already. Hold on, I gotta get comfortable in here. I'm not comfy.
Why not?
I don't know. I know what it is. I gotta get this up here underneath my leg. That's better.
I'm going for it.
That's better. Hell, I think someone used this kayak, man. The legs aren't situated. Off into the deep blue. Here we go. All we need is a little bit of wind. And this adventure is gonna turn sketchy. I can't steer. I'm having a hard time steering. What's going on?
You're fighting the waves. Just head straight down the river.
Wait a second. I don't know. Okay, don't go sideways, go straight down the river. All right, here we go. Coming at you. Long ass way. Just getting my bearings now. I'm getting there. I'm having a hard time steering. Well, wait, why do I keep going the wrong way? I got some drag on my boat. God dang it. Man, we bit off more than we can chew on this one. Howie, are we gonna make this?
I'm fine, but we don't have to do this if you're feeling uncomfortable.
Okay,
You want to call it?
hold on. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine.
I'm trying to find whoa. Like, are you having all kinds of maneuverability with your... I keep
I
hitting...
think you're fighting the waves.
All right. So let's just keep heading that way then. Hey, you're going the wrong way. What I was having a hard time with is I would start drifting towards my right, and then I would be paddling with my right to straighten myself back out, and I would never get there. It's almost like I felt like I had a rudder or something on me that was dragging behind.
So if we're going to do this, you're going to have to be 100% sure.
I know, I'm looking at it. That is a long way. Let me see if I can find my rhythm here. We're halfway there now. Son of a bitch, you seem to have all kinds of maneuverability that I'm not having. You don't see anything wrong with this kayak hanging off the back of it, do you? No. We doing all right? You okay? Okay, let's go. I'm done. Okay, I'm getting it, man. I don't know what's going on. Whoa, you're not doing much better than me.
I'm fine.
What? You doing all right?
Hell yeah.
Man, I have to keep my eye on you. God, that's a long way, dude. Hey, coming back, we gotta cross the river and get to the shore. Hey, just keep your eyes peeled. I know there's no big waves, but hey. You gotta keep your weight low. See this doggone... Man, you're having a hard time steering.
No, I'm not.
You're trying to tip me over. Are you sure you can handle this?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my God. Dude. Are you sure you can handle this?
Come on, let's go.
You know, if we start getting some waves, we gotta abort this mission. I have to control this situation. Oh man, see, look at this wave, Howie.
Relax and take it nice and easy.
There's nothing nice and easy about this. Hey, we need a motor. We need a motor. Are we going out? Are we making any...
We're almost there.
Damn, you're splashing me. Dude, I see some waves, man, curling around themselves, like right here. I hope you know what you're doing. Crazy.
We're almost there.
No, we're not. Yeah, we are. Here we go. You gotta look for boats, man. We get a barge coming, we're sunk. Oh, he's always getting us into trouble with these adventures here. Look at him. Not a care in the world. And we're in just little 8-foot kayaks in the middle of the Columbia River. This isn't natural. What the hell is he thinking? And if we get lost at sea, it's gonna be your deal. Nice and easy. Nice and easy.
Waves are starting to look good now.
Yeah, you hit this wave the wrong way, you might go for the ride, man. We'll be in the drink. Hey, my common sense is telling me we need to abort mission.
Big wave.
That's nothing for me.
Careful, let's not visit Davy Jones.
I was born on the water. Whoa, got some turbulence coming at you.
See how you're timing the waves now?
Yeah, I mean, I like this better. Crazy son of a bitch, man. You did it to me again. I don't know what you're thinking. I really don't. Crazy. What are you thinking? Did it to me again. Uh-oh. Hey, we got some stuff going on over here. Waves. These little kayaks are not made for this. These are like lake kayaks. Not this. Like if you wanted to really pick up the pace, do you feel like you would have the control to do it? Okay.
Absolutely.
Whoa, shit. God damn.
What the hell?
Getting in my way, man. Stay out of my road. Okay, let's go. I think we're home free now. We are not home free. Howie's got better oars than me, so he can actually steer. I can't steer with this. Whoa, man, there he goes. Here we go. Ain't messing around no more. I'm getting turned around. Something went wrong.
Just take a breath.
Yeah, he doesn't even care. He's off to the races. That island over there is where we're heading, and that thing's about a mile away still.
I'll hold on to you.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. Hold on, man. Can you hold my kayak?
I can't.
My oar? Just pull my ass over there. I'm spent. Shit. I climbed that 120 footer, the hardest climb we've got.
Come on.
You're all the friggin' fresh as a daisy. I came into this already depleted. We're approaching the island. Canadian geese are nesting there. Man, look at those geese. They're living large. Here they come. There's our island. We have to find a way on that. We're gonna do a little recon mission to see if we can climb anything with a water solo type of climb. We kayak up to the base and then we just climb it. And if we fall, we're falling into the river. Okay, there goes Howie. I better catch up. It'd be a shame if we make it all the way out here, we can't find a place to dock. Wow. We could have been sitting on our recliners today, eating some popcorn, watching TVs.
Look at that gap.
Ooh, hey. Hey, we're gonna have to jump across that. You see a way up there? Okay. I didn't see it. Hey, I'm gonna nose right in. Okay, I'm gonna nose right in. Why? I'm going right in right there. There we go. I am beached.
Look at this spot.
God, you got a better spot than me. Oh man, how do I do this? I just don't want to get my feet wet. Oh!
Land ho.
Son of a bitch. Come on now. Hey, I'm not out of the woods. My feet are jammed in here. God dang it. I'm not out of the woods, Howie. I just don't need help. My feet were jammed in there.
Here, I can carry you up.
Okay. So we get to explore this now, eh?
Hell yeah.
Man, what a day. What a day. To the indigenous people of the Columbia River Gorge, fishing is a way of life. It's something they were taught while they were young. Tribal culture and religion is centered around the ancient rhythms of the river and the sacred salmon. They believe that salmon is a gift from the Creator and that they unite the people and feed not only their bodies, but their spirit too. This connection to the river and the salmon lives in their ancestral memory. It's celebrated in traditional ceremony to honor and acknowledge the salmon's sacrifice. They respect the river for giving the salmon a home. This reverence is passed down to generations of descendants in a circle that cannot be broken. This circle connects all things: people, animals, land, plants, water, and sky. They are all one living sentient entity, symbiotic relatives, interconnected, equal, and harmonic. This is the way of the Native American. From the first day Columbus set foot on Plymouth Rock, the indigenous way has been in decline, from the first day until this day. Sadly, the Indian way has been lost to most of modern Western society. About 150 years ago, indigenous people were brought to the edge of extinction, sentenced to a life of poverty and obscurity by a government driven by greed, violence, racism, exploitation, and capitalism. It's 2026, and it's still happening. Isn't it time we give the Native people their voices back? Give them the dignity and respect they deserve as the original custodial caretakers of this land? This kinship and shared spirit with their environment is in their blood and echoes in their hearts.
and in the hearts of those who came before them. The elders know the secrets of our paternity. They are the true historians of my life, and they are fading away. No matter how deep their graves are, we must not let their voices be buried. They are an encyclopedia of knowledge, and one day they won't be here anymore. All that will remain of them is their teachings and what lives in the memory of those they leave behind. We must open the book now and learn from them while we still can, before it's too late.
My Indian name is Takaikin. My uncles and my aunties pushed me onto the river, and then I've been here ever since.
How do you see the future with climate change? And
It's scary. It scares me.
you seem to be pretty active with making sure the fish gets where it needs to go.
Yeah, it helps make sure our people are eating. Make sure we donate to food banks as well. We donate to churches. I donate to schools, just so everybody gets a little bit of the river.
Lee's cousin Damien invited us down to a scaffold for a day of net fishing. This being my first experience with the native tradition, I really wanted to take the time to learn as much as I could about the process. What I witnessed was nothing short of an art form. Damien really took the time to patiently explain every detail for my benefit.
This hoop right here, a little bit beat up, but this is like our blueback net, so sockeye. Usually I have another net hanging over, so once the sockeye season's over, cut that one out and throw that one on for, Chinooks and steelhead and sometimes sturgeon, not very often, but once in a while. So right here, I'm just going through the net, make sure we get off all the snags, make sure it's all ready to go, just like so. And then we just go ahead and give it a nice little drop in. There we go. And you just pull it out a little ways off the reach pole here. I always try to let it go and keep it up so I can see where it's dropping. And if you look, you can see the net on this little eddy right here. It comes through and it'll slowly pull that net out.
Is it just rolling out there?
So if you look at it, you can see if you pull the hoop back up, you can see the net slowly.
Yeah.
The way the eddy moves right here, it's almost perfect. It just grabs it and pulls it. The only time it doesn't is usually when they open the dams up and add a lot more current to it. It won't really go that way, but it'll kind of like make a wall instead of being a bag net like it's meant to be. At this point, you want to wait. Hopefully, depending what time of year, what time of season, what fish are coming up. Like if shad are coming and it's sockeye season, if the shad are riding really high, that means the sockeye are going to be about another 4 or 5 feet lower. So you want to adjust your net. That's why you have the extra rope to try to adjust to make it where the fish are going to be hitting the nets. I've been fishing in this area. I was probably 5 or 6 when I first started coming down here. And this is one of my favorite spots to be. Like even when I'm not wanting to fish, sometimes I'll just come down here, throw the net in, throw my hoop in and just sit here. And to me, this is home. So once again, this is what we called what they call end of the world. Further scaffold was right here, just past this one right here. That was the furthest one that was allowed.
Yeah.
I remember I was growing up, Uncle Mike came down one night and came with a hoop net on a big old reach pole. Came right to the fish ladder and started just dipping right out of the fish ladder.
It's kind of an odd mixture of the modern world and the old world here.
Yep. Yeah, so there's the fish ladder right there. And so this is as far as they'll allow any fishing.
So after the dams went in, their idea of making it right was just to give some fishing areas back to the Indians.
A lot of businesses and stuff along the river, this from here all the way up to the Snake pretty much, they'll sit there and tell you, oh, you can't come on this property, it's whatever. It's like, no, we can, because that was part of the agreement, the treaty rights, where we're allowed to have access to any part of the river.
So right over here, you could see the fish ladder right by this steel grate. I bet in the summertime, the sea lions just line up right here, probably just like a buffet all day long. See these dams, how they just built them and they cut off the natural flow of the river. It's just a really sad thing.
The salmon can't spawn how they're supposed to. Can't even find it back to their spawning grounds. From what the elders say, back before these dams went in, you could throw one net out there and you wouldn't have to throw another one in. There was millions of spawning salmon returning every year. They head out to the ocean, get bigger, grow wise, live their lives. They come back home to spawn, and it all starts again. That's all been cut off because of these dams. All the salmon nowadays are coming from hatcheries, and even those aren't being federally funded like they should by the government. They'll find other ways to place their money, but it's not into salmon restoration. They'll choose industries like coal mining, which is a dying industry, but they won't help restore the river. Have you seen a big change since the time you were little to now with the fish runs?
Oh, definitely, definitely. I mean, I remember the counts being in the millions.
Yeah.
Whereas now, a good run is 250,000 for the season.
Can you imagine a fish, say it spawned, say its natural spawning beds were over here, having to fight their way back from the Pacific Ocean through all these obstacles to get through this dam just to get
Past
back
the
to
sea
where.
lines, past all the commercial fishermen, everything else, go through this dam to travel 4 or 5 years and make it back home just by instinct, you know?
Right, yeah. Yeah, Grandma would say when they would make their return home, they would come right back to the same grounds they were born in. They'd complete their life there, and the circle starts again.
Yeah.
And that's where the bears come into play, right?
Yeah, bears, wolves, coyotes, eagles.
Bigfoot.
Yep, Bigfoot. We were talking about Bigfoot.
Yeah.
I literally was just pulling up the hoop right there and nowhere near this small, but there's a difference between when you hear a fish jump and land back in the water, and it literally was, you didn't hear the water, you didn't hear it come out of the water, all you heard was just and about that same distance. And at that point, like I said, I walked all the way down. It was like the worst wet dog smell you've ever smelled. And then I kept going, came back, same smell. After that, I'm like, okay, cool. I got home, Mom even was like, what are you doing home so early? I'm like, yeah. I told her a story. She goes, yeah, he was telling you, it's his fishing time.
So on a late night drive home this summer, I noticed a figure standing at the side of the road in the ditch there. Brown fur, shoulders, and a head. And as we were driving, my headlight panned across it real fast. I told my wife, I just saw Bigfoot, and we both just got chills. Our culture talks about our old ones seeing Bigfoot.
Yeah.
That it's a living thing. It's here in the gorge.
Oh yeah.
My Indian name is Matmu'ik6 Batinix Alaquat, and it means pretty little girl frog. From a woman's point of view, we try to work just as hard as the men. We don't want to be taken lightly. We can do just as much as a guy can do. Certain things like women aren't supposed to do. It's not really normalized for women to do fish for ceremony in the longhouses. Sometimes get to do that, but not really. But trying to normalize from a woman's perspective. My grandma Mary, she was a hardcore fisherwoman. I hope I get to be as a fraction of how great she was. She fought for fishing rights for us. She was amazing. She's one of my inspirations. I didn't know that this wasn't the average lifestyle for an indigenous person. It's crazy to think that there's people on the reservation who don't do this and who don't go out and fish and don't go out and gather. This has been a lifestyle that I was born into.
Lee and I have been contemplating putting in a via ferrata system from one end of the crag all the way to the other side. That way we can access a route on one of the walls for water soloing. It's something we've been dying to do, but we just haven't figured out how to do it until today.
Somewhere over there. It's going to be challenging.
So, I know this last summer when we were kayaking, you see that flat wall over there?
Yeah.
That's where I thought, like, that could be the best area because it's flat. So if you were to fall, you can kick out away from the wall. You can pretty much fall anywhere, and if the water is deep enough.
We have to verify how deep this water is.
Right.
We might be able to get it closer, start our via ferrata system on that side,
Right.
and then work this way.
Right. Because we have a system over there where Fertilance is.
Yeah, let's look at that from the other side.
Okay. You night climb this.
Yeah, I climbed this thing multiple times.
Yep.
This is one of the hardest climbs we got. Especially right there. Right there. And right there. And right there. This whole thing's hard.
Well, we figured out that we could add to our previous via ferrata system. Located near the south end of the crag, we installed it a few years back for our Fertilance route. We anticipate that with a day or two of organized work, we could have a system that would be much like those you may find from Mürren to Grimmelwald in Switzerland.
How did we do that?
Just like that. Switch your feet.
Right there?
Yep.
The rock is slick. You could be standing on that.
Yep.
I don't think it'll take all day, 2 days.
Yeah?
If you came here with a plan and knew exactly what you're doing,
Right.
the rungs are prefab, I think we'll have it done today.
Yeah.
All day.
Well, that'd be awesome.
Just getting over there to start the climb would be an adventure. It'd be a good warm-up. Just getting over there would be fun.
Yeah.
That would be fun, like a ride. That'd be fun, just getting over there.
Yeah.
How many rungs did we put in?
Shit, we put in a lot.
It's not two of them.
What's over at Big Tooth?
Yeah, this was you. You needed these up here.
Yeah.
Free soloing is the act of rock climbing without any safety gear. No rope, no harness, no crash pad. Just you and the rock and a bag of chalk and your shoes. It's the freest, purest form of climbing. It's also the most dangerous. Nothing concentrates your mind so much as climbing without a rope. The outside world and all its noise fade into the present moment, where the only reality is the next move. Every edge, every crack, every handhold, every toehold is your lifeline to absolute freedom, untethered from the world below, yet anchored to its beauty. When doubt creeps in, you learn to trust your hands and your feet. Concentration and focus overtake the fear. Success is mandatory. There are no do-overs or second chances. Failure, well, it can have catastrophic consequences. There comes a point where there is no turning back. It's a one-way road. Down climbing is too dangerous. The only way out is up. I believe that we're all on that well-worn road. How we choose to walk it, it's what makes us who we are. It's a psychology I cannot explain, but I feel safe on the rock. All the planning and precautions, the route cleaning, the surface preparation, checking every hold for structural integrity, all those practice climbs with a rope give me the confidence to climb without one. In Greek philosophy, they believe that the steps you take to avoid your fate are the same steps that lead you to it. So I climb on, upward, against gravity, free and unburdened. Every movement is in perfect harmony with the challenges of the climb. Most people think it's a reckless quest for adrenaline, but it's not. It's calming, strategic, and calculating. There's a quiet connectedness and oneness with my surroundings that soothe me. The sheer beauty of it all, well, it's just something I can't pass up. That's the reward of free soloing. That's the treasure of my escape. Everyone is looking for something out there. Some people find it with paint and a canvas. Some ride a bull, surf a wave, or jump out of a plane. I chose rock climbing. For me, this is it. It is here. It's where my heart beats the loudest, where I can view the world in a different way, where my defenses are broken down, and I can just be.
Well, we're off to another adventuring location called Elk Flats. It's a pretty mild hike to the lookout, but this time we're heading up to the top of the mountain to do a little abseiling. We'll take any opportunity to be able to get out into the natural world and throw a rope over a cliff wall. This place is majestic. It's almost like you can actually hear and feel the ocean breathing, as if you were laying with your ear against its ancient chest. It's so exhilarating to us to be able to find a place that not many, if any, human has ever touched. If you know Lee and I, that's one of the things we live for.
So it's Saturday, late January 2026. And this is what we decided to do with our Saturday, our weekend. So here we are. We're gonna pitch the rope over. Got about a 400-foot cliff.
Today is the day. Barrel nut.
Okay.
There's people sitting on their couches right now.
You don't know how many days you're going to be given, so we try and live as much as we can with the time we got. This one's a dream come true for me. I've been looking at this for about 10 years. Okay.
I think we're good.
Yeah.
Bomber.
So why don't you just explore the edge and make sure we're got no loose debris, and then I'll be in right behind you. And if you could, when you get down there, make sure if there's a nose, we don't get cut off from that north side of the nose. That's the side we want to see.
Yeah. We got an overhang.
Right from the get.
Right.
Nice. Nice. Okay. Make sure there's nothing sharp that we could catch our rope on. Yeah, man. Get all that stuff. Anything that looks the least bit suspicious, let's knock it down. Like to your right over there.
Okay.
That's where it looks kind of...
Catastrophe knot.
Whoa. Hey, there's the tunnel. We're on the right side. Did you look down there?
Not yet.
Okay. It's down there about 400 feet, Howie.
This is pretty rounded here.
Yeah, get rid of that. Long way down, buddy.
Man, dude.
Okay. Whoa.
Dude, I think I'm fine with all this.
Okay, I'm gonna, if you go down a little ways, I'll check it again.
Okay.
What?
I'm good.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Whoa, you son of a gun.
Ooh! I'm down.
Oh, hell, Howie, hold on. To the right of you, there's one loose rock. I gotta get rid of it. Yeah, stay right there. Coming down. Okay, you're safe. Here it comes. That is a long way down, guys.
How is that crotch right there that my rope is in?
Okay, you look good.
When you get down to it,
Yeah.
put your fingers on it.
All right. Okay, your rope looks good. Got some nice rock. I don't see anything loose in there. Okay. This stuff here looks loose.
Good shot.
We're rounded here. I have no objections to that. Look at this. Look at this. And we're doing it.
Yes, sir.
This is the one. Okay. I'm going to the next level. Okay. Did I give you a place to put a foot?
Yep.
Okay, catastrophe not. All right, here we go. Look at that. Look at that. So this is the Neahkani Cliffs. They're on the Pacific Ocean, coming off of the Neahkani mountain range. It's God's country. It looks like it's all, geologically, it's all like a puzzle right in here.
Yeah.
And we're not really going to touch it. We're going to be over the side of it.
Yeah.
Oh, don't go any further. Let me get rid of this.
Ooh.
You all right?
Yeah.
Here we go. Hey, I don't plan on disturbing this stuff here.
Yeah.
I think we're in the clear. Rock coming down. Ooh. Man, long way down there. Wow. Look up. I'm gonna look up. I don't see anything our rope can get caught on up above. Uh-oh. Can you get that? You got a horseshoe around that up there.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that.
What's your goal here?
Man, I'd love to get on down here and just walk out to that point and just peek over the edge. That big one's got to go.
What one?
There goes. That one right there. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good there. Good Lord. It's like a gunshot going on. Okay, you ready? We're doing it. We're gonna get over that edge. So we're gonna be alpining this pretty soon. Yeah, once we get out there and we can walk out and alpine that a little bit, we'll get a full 180 of everything. Yeah, just take my route. That's all good. Getting over here. And we got. How about that? You never know. Oh, shoot. Man, what are you? You just gonna hand the rock off? Okay, here we go. Man, you rock. There we go. Take a break, man.
There's the lookout over there. Right over there.
Yeah.
I wish we had more rope.
We might get down there a little ways. Hey, Howie, look at my line.
Oh shit.
How did that happen?
I don't know.
Son of a bitch. Look at that, man.
I
That
know.
thing really hit that just right.
Shit.
Wow, what are you thinking?
Look at my rope.
Where's that? Yeah, that sucker's, how far down is that?
It's down there. Oh, I see where your rope was cut.
Where?
Right there.
Huh. Oh, no. So here's the culprit right there. We see a little bit of the sheathing of the blue rope and the orange rope. So a rock came down, hit this just perfectly. Dang near cut through our rope. Hit it just perfectly, right on that sharp point. That's unfortunate.
It's crazy when you can find exactly where it happened.
God damn it. We were careful. I didn't see one rock go down there.
No. Why are you laughing?
Huh?
Why are you laughing?
I don't know what happened there. We were careful the whole time.
Wait, hold on a sec. Let's back it up.
Okay, you're safe. Here it comes. Okay, you're safe. Here it comes. Son of a gun.
You got it in your hand?
I got it.
Tie a catastrophe right there.
I'm gonna tie it a little bit above that.
You'll make it to that ledge.
Okay, well that was the goal anyway. If our ropes nudged that just a little bit, it would have knocked it off balance. There's a chance it could have came down and then we'd be on the 5 o'clock news. No thanks. That's it.
How far down do you think that is? 200?
Yeah, easy.
Yeah.
Yep, easy. Got another 200 feet from here down. We're almost at the end of our rope, but we have had a couple of rope hits and we're gonna bag it. Hey, I'm coming up. If I had my Taz Love, I could just climb out with 2 hands, but this gree, I gotta take up the slack. It's gonna be like doing a couple hundred pull-ups by the time we get back to the top, maybe more.
Wish we brought our kayaks.
We could have just put them down below, right in that little cove there. Yeah, next time, maybe when we do this one. My right bicep,
Yeah?
it hurts. My right bicep hurts. You might have to call Life Flight to have them come pick me up off the side of this mountain.
Yeah. We've had this conversation before.
Yeah. We
Hard
should
to
have like a come along or something.
I know.
That way you could go to the top and just crank me on up.
We're not even doing the hard stuff yet.
No, we haven't even hit the hard part. Man, last time I almost had to pull you out of here.
Shit. Yeah, last time you got nailed in the head. We were probably 150 feet down,
Yep.
and rock came from the top, nailed you right in the head. You were done.
Hold on.
What's wrong? Oh, shit.
I'm drying up too.
You're what?
Drying up.
Oh, you need water?
What are you doing?
Thinking.
Okay. Okay. I'm at a spot. You want to take a breather here? Huh? Huh?
Yeah, sure.
I'm ready to blast through this. I'm waiting for you.
Shit, I'm waiting on you, man.
Here we go. Oh, 2.
Ah, you're stepping on my foot.
Oh, shit.
Shit.
Sorry about that.
Dude, I was trying to pull up.
We're almost there. Yeah, about 80 feet, right?
I got a full harness on. I can relax. You got a lot of foot places, eh?
I don't have Jack.
I might have to go over here.
Yeah. I don't have Jack over here.
Ah, got a cramp.
What?
Got a cramp in my shoulder. Oh, hold on. And my pec right here.
Hey, you have to get through this. I'm not pulling you out again.
Shit.
We played that game last year.
Whatever.
You're on your own. I'm done. I'm gonna camp out right here. Right on this ledge.
Need a portal edge. I'm coming over.
Okay. Where?
It's just pulling me.
I can't. Oh, God damn it. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Hey, there's only one room for one guy up here. That is. Ow, 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 ow. Just bashed my knee.
Stop making me laugh. Woo!
Okay,
Oh, shit. I'm locked up.
What? What's going on, man?
I don't know. I got locked up somehow.
You can't. You got it.
No, I did.
Okay, well, let's figure it out.
Got it.
Hey, just hang out a little bit, man. I need a break. I've had it with this weight and stuff. Whoa, what's going on? Go over there. You got stuff over there, don't you?
Shit.
Nothing over there?
Yeah, I take this off.
Hey, where are you going? You're going to right there.
I know, I'm trying.
Me too. Okay, I'm stopping right there. I've had it. I'm done. Oh, hey. That rock felt a little hollow. Spread your left leg over there. It's a good shot.
Where?
No, balance yourself. Like a triangle. Oh, hey, there you go. Like that. Stay like that. Just stay like that right here. And look up. You son of a bitch. I'm in a bad spot. I'm in a very bad spot, man. You are in a good spot, but I'm not.
Made it. Whew.
Another successful outing that tested our teamwork and skills. Like so many of the mini expeditions that we've accomplished, we find that we learn from our mistakes. They teach us the knowledge that we will apply some other time along the way. It took us just under an hour to explore this cliff wall. What we found was nothing short of spectacular. In fact, the momentary awareness that the mind conceives creates possibility, and that in itself is the true gift of life. You grew up in this area.
So my great auntie, Mary Settler, she was a legend up and down this river. She fished, commercial fishing, and her belief in the native way in fishing, she ended up spending time in prison because the federal government wanted their chunk of the pie of the money that she made off the river and the fish, which was to feed her family and her relatives up and down the river.
This place we climb at holds a significant part in the salmon wars of the 1970s. This was my late great auntie Mary Settler's home, passed down to her daughter Marcella, to stand guard over and protect and preserve from the outside world. Mary was a respected Yakima Nation elder and a prominent fisherwoman and businesswoman along the Columbia River for decades. She was also a crusader for indigenous treaty fishing rights. She risked her freedom to uphold her people's culture and traditions and secure their legal right to fish in the usual and accustomed places of their ancestral homeland. This place is where she staged that battle to ensure a livelihood for her family and future generations. It's a battle her children are still fighting. Mary understood the Treaty of 1855. She also understood the U.S. government had no intention of honoring that treaty. But she refused to be ran off the river. Her fight made headlines, with Mary being cast as an outlaw for standing up for her treaty rights. Even though Mary's gone now, she's still here. Her memory lingers. So honoring Mary's ways, we climb here proudly, on these cliffs, overlooking the Columbia, in the presence of newborn angels and the warrior spirits of those who are no longer with us.
We grew up here. We would pass through this every weekend when I was growing up to visit relatives. My grandmother lived up the river, and this was on our stop. We would always come by here, and then we'd just come here. It's like a playground, but again, we were just too young to recognize what this was, and it's the exact same. It has not changed. You know, what's changed is me. Now I'm aware of this, and this place is so quiet, and it's like it doesn't ask for attention. It is what it is. It's just here. It doesn't beg to be noticed. But now I think you and I have found that we notice this.
You were perhaps maybe detached from this place for some reason. And we started climbing over towards
Cascade Locks, that peninsula, there's a peninsula out there in Cascade Locks that we found. We turned it into a climbing spot.
We started developing out there, and then Lisa and I were just driving down I-84, and we saw this from across the river. And I made a phone call to you. I was like, hey man, might have another spot.
Yeah.
And you knew exactly.
I remember the phone call, and when you explained it, I was like, yeah, that's Mary's place. That's Subsecan. I grew up there. And for some reason, it just never dawned on me that we could climb this. As children, we were kind of taught stay away from this side of the property, because it's 120-foot cliffs. So as a kid, and you're running around the edges there, you take a bad fall, and you're gonna go meet the big spender.
Right.
So we stayed away from this, but we went down to that side where the cliffs are lower. We would jump in and swim all day while my uncles were out fishing. And here we are today, looking for another climbing route.
We took a trip deep into the heart of Washington State. As we were on the road, I realized that this would be the first time that I'd ever visited this area. Lee invited my wife Lisa and myself to our first powwow. It was the 60th anniversary celebration of Native Americans who served our country. We headed up to the town of White Swan on the Yakima Indian Reservation. It's such a privilege to me to witness such an amazing cultural event. However, I do have to admit how naive I was for most of my adolescent life when it comes to the races of our world. I was truly oblivious that there was such a strong and beautiful native culture that pretty much resided within the region where I grew up. As I sat there and watched the performers, I felt blessed to have been a witness. I couldn't believe my eyes at times. From the energetic innocence of the children who danced, the elegance that the women dancers had, to the contagious power that the warriors gave the audience while they stomped and raised their weapons to the spirits. The clothing was breathtakingly colorful, with their endless hours of beadwork. The feathers and stitching astonished me. Every person I came into contact with was welcoming. I was greeted with smiles and stories. I really felt like they wanted me there. If I can express the feeling that summed up my experience, it would be that these people are our past, present, and future. They are strong and want to be heard. They have so much to offer this world if we could just stop for a moment and listen.
Powwows are tribal and intertribal gatherings that celebrate the life, history, and culture of the Native American people. It's a sacred event where the elders are honored, where songs, dances, and traditions are passed on to the younger generation. A place where culture is preserved, where the past is reawakened, and ancestors are brought into the present through song and dance. It's said that the drums represent family, and the beating of the drums is a heartbeat of Mother Earth, and the singers sing their songs and send their message to Father Sky. If you listen in a good way, the sound resonates in your heart and in your body. The dancing connects the people to their Creator and their ancestors, honoring them through the skill and grace of human movement. I can say, without shame, I've been moved to tears in these deeply spiritual ceremonies. The elders call this spirit Kwiyam Wikishawit, and it's at the center of all powwows. In addition to the drums, singing, and dancing, you'll find native storytellers and history teachers. There's giveaways and blanket dances for people in need, with the smell of fry bread and Indian tacos in the air, mixing with the pounding of the drums and the sound of children laughing. There's vendors selling native-made jewelry, beadwork, clothing, and art. The money earned helps families and also goes back to the tribe and is repurposed for future ceremonies. After witnessing the beauty of a powwow, you'll also get a sense of what was lost and stolen from the native people. The wrongs that cannot be righted, a past that cannot be undone, a sadness that cannot be reconciled with. Yet here they are, a proud, strong, resilient, and forgiving people, opening their doors to everyone. All races and ethnicities are welcome. They will share their stories, and share their culture and tradition because they care, because it matters to them, because they refuse to fade away. There's a word for this in the native language. It's called a tawiki, to share and care, to love your people and their ways more than you love yourself. Howie and I started this rock climbing journey about 4 years ago. Just two friends bonding in partnership, brotherhood, and camaraderie, with a rope and a harness and a longing for adventure. A connection built on the edge of a mountain, hanging by a thread, dancing in the wind, trying to capture a muse. We're two souls baptized on the rock, like blood brothers, with a tribal duty to support one another in our quest to accomplish something great and heroic. We hope to find a doorway out of that locked room of society, where the noise and lights of the city drown out the beauty of the natural world. So many roads traveled, so many white and yellow lines, so many bridges crossed to find that place that makes you feel alive.
Hey, this is the monster. We're doing a single rope system here, just a body harness and a couple of rope captures, no belay, Howie on the drone. Hey, climb it! Here we go!
Rock climbing has a sensorial effect on the human experience. All your senses are heightened. Colors are more vivid. Sound is amplified. Sunsets look like a rusty collage of reds, yellows, and oranges, framed by a blue, gray, and purple sky in a painting that can break your heart. Nature puts on a concert, a symphony of sounds, like the melodies of water and wind and wildlife. There's poetry in the night. Maybe it's the echo of time itself, an opus for listeners of the living world, and perfect time with the cosmos. It's the first music composed in a song that never ends.
Got some cousins on the river today fishing. They're pulling nets. That's cousin Sam, Damien, looks like Samantha, and Ayana out there. Being out in nature, the smells are more acute.
like the sky 10 minutes before it rains. The aroma of the leaves, wildflowers, and trees drifting in from an autumn forest. The nostalgic scent of memories wash over me, like a shadow on the mountain at sunrise. There's something medicinal about the touch of a rock wall. Just to grasp something ancient, I can feel her strength and wisdom, her story carved on a stone tablet, where the layers of time are written on her face, as if to say she wants to be climbed. She'll show you all the holds, no matter how cleverly they hide. She'll show you just where to place your hands and your feet. Such a pure feeling is rock climbing. To me, it's a spiritual, intellectual, and physical ritual that quiets the outside noise and helps give comfort in this changing world. Once something touches you this way, the wind never blows so cold again. It's not just the climbing. It's the places we've been and the things we've seen. There's lost temples in the details of nature, uncovered treasures and mysteries waiting to be discovered. The small, invisible things I used to be unaware of are now all around me. The experiences, the adventures, the moments of grace fall down around me like rain. I climb now because I can't help myself. The need pours out of me. It lifts my spirit and takes it to a higher place. I try and stay in this moment for as long as I can, without distractions or interruptions, without holding on too tight. I take it all in and let it flow through me. I try and take this feeling with me when I leave, but it doesn't last. It stays on the mountain where it belongs, replaced by the grinding roar of the city. The feeling fades like an ember thrown from the fire. I can pass through the busiest of days, and all the while feel her whispering, haunting my thoughts, keeping my mind preoccupied. Until the gravity of the mountain calls, and Howie and I answer. We pack our bags, load up our gear, and jump in the car and pointed down that long, windy, dusty road. Back to the mountain, back to freedom, back to life.
This island stared at us for years as we developed and climbed our routes from downriver. We got this feeling every time we were out at the crag, like she was yelling through the wind to come over and visit her. We finally made it over to the island after a 3-mile kayak trip. It was like a chills down the spine reaction the moment we stepped onto her shores. In the middle of winter here in the Pacific Northwest, we don't see calm and sunny days during this time. So as I'm sure you can imagine, to be exploring at this moment was nothing short of a gift from her.
I hope we can get over there.
Yeah, we can.
We're gonna get some.
You want to lead the way?
Here we go. Leading the way. It's uncharted territory. And I'm all for that. Oh shoot. How are you getting down there? Okay, here we go. No mechanical injuries. I need help! How we doing this, Mr. Smarty Pants?
I'm around this tree.
Okay. Yeah, that's all we need, just to get down to there safely, so we could climb that out. Okay. Are you gonna agree it or what?
Might as well.
Okay, go right down to there, climb out. Yeah. Piece of cake. I'm just gonna go over to the other side and I'll get back to you. Like right here we could climb out easy. I think when we walk over the brow of this little island, it's gonna be spectacular. Okay. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Well, we finally made it to the island. It was an adventure we couldn't pass up. Howie spotted this island a few years ago and has been dreaming of doing this ever since. Today is the day we make this dream a reality. Kayaking against the wind and against the current made for a long, hard haul, but I think we drew strength from the river. The natural beauty of this place is intoxicating and energizing.
Can you imagine the sky at night out here?
We've talked a lot about deep water soloing and finding that perfect place. With sheer vertical cliffs, standing proud, emerging from the deep, a secret island, untouched, suspended in time. The Columbia River Gorge is special. It's in my bones and runs in my blood. A 3,000-foot deep canyon cut through the Cascade Mountains, where the summer days are long and hot and the sun shines golden on the water. I think we found our place, a place to climb free and unburdened, with the water to catch our fall.
Hey, let's tie off to that tree. Pitch a rope either there or here. If you look way off in the distance, you can see our climbing walls over there. That's one of our spots. Way over yonder. Carabiners locked down. Loaded. We're gonna be loaded up there. I'm gonna go right here.
Okay.
Just right. I think, yeah, you're over here somewhere. Here we go.
Let's do it.
Windy today. Keep an eye out for loose material. I got some on my left.
No human being has ever touched it.
Yep.
Look at this, man.
Unbelievable. as far as doing a water solo on this, it might be for next season.
Yeah.
There's even taller cliffs around that way. Did you see them?
Yeah.
We just have to make sure the water's deep enough. Okay. I'm gonna take a little peek around the nose over here. See if I can see anything. See, just over there, about 20 feet, straight up, has an overhang to it. That's straight up there. Yeah, we just have to make sure it's deep enough. Like he's working on a foot loop, always experimenting with new ways to climb a rope. Nice. How's that working? Kayak across and maybe hug the shoreline all the way back to our climbing routes down there a couple miles away. We're gonna have to fight the waves. The wind's picking up. These white caps are kind of scary. You keep going. Yeah, this is a good shot.
You're having a hard time in the kayak today.
Well, it's because I climbed this morning. I was already spent before we kayaked. Then I had to fight these waves the whole way here. I was there already on empty. This right here is good. Mission accomplished, man. This will be for next season.
Is the adventure you were hoping for today?
Yeah, we woke up this morning, jumped in the car, headed east. We ended up here. We could have been on our recliners at home. And we got a long way back. God dang it. And the wind that's gonna make hell for our trip back. Yeah, we're getting motivated. Which way are we going? We're going around?
Yeah.
You're aiming the wrong way.
I know.
Hey, come on! Let's do this! Let's go!
Well, we'll add this to our list for things to develop for next summer. This will be one of 2 water solo routes that we're keeping our eyes on. We'll have to do our homework and research some nautical charts to see if we can find the depths of the areas we want to climb. And then we'll double down using a vessel that has an accurate depth finder. We definitely have a big season planned for this next summer. And the way the weather's been looking, it appears that we're going to get an early start on our season.
Hey, boy!
Can we go over more?
Yeah, let's do it. That's what I'm going to make sure you're in the right spot. Like right there. I think that's that little channel there. That's a...
One of Lee's and my most frequent conversations is about climbing route development. We're always contemplating why climbers don't develop around the Columbia River Gorge more often. Man, there are so many virgin walls along the highway of Interstate 84. Yes, we know there's nothing but basalt rock out there. It's crusty and it flakes apart from a whisper. But if done right, there would be no limit for potential. We are already planning for our next season. We found a route that will be like a climbing playground. Hard at the beginning, but then splits off to 4 or 5 optional routes that could rate from a 5.8 to a 5.11. What if you go over right here?
I'm getting too far away.
Right here.
Okay, then you can have the bird's eye view of what you were looking.
Well, I don't know. There might be a route right where you're going.
Yeah, man, you're right. This is it. It's right here. This is it. Were you thinking of splitting and coming up here?
Maybe.
I think that's what you were thinking is we split instead of going that way, we split and you go this way. How about you go down right there?
Okay.
So that way you could get a
Yep.
good look on everything.
Are we sure we want right there?
Are you thinking even further?
I don't know. I'm just looking at our options here. We got a crack right there.
This right here is what I envisioned last time, is that straight down.
Yeah.
So you're thinking we come up this way, maybe work our way this way. Yeah, I agree with you. You keep on putting the brakes on, and I think it's for a reason. And it's because you want to come up over here.
Possibly.
Because you want to make like a Y, don't you? Like how we come up and then we split and go either way.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's go this way.
Well, you just witnessed how Lee and I discover climbing routes. We take it one body length at a time, searching for holds that are waiting to be discovered. We find that if we keep an optimistic mind, it helps us navigate problems with a clearer outlook. I tell you, these walls want to be climbed. We just have to find the key to unlock the puzzle. Now where?
Come on now.
Where?
Come on. Let's go around. Come on now. Hey, are you in a good spot now?
Why?
You want this rope in between your legs so it'll track better. There you go. There you go. You? That isn't it.
Yeah, it is.
You had a hard time.
Yeah.
Like a real hard time.
I'm growing old up here. You're wasting energy. Come on, you gotta move your feet. There's no mercy when Lee and I climb. This is the way we've been since our youth. Poking and prodding just to see if we can get a reaction. It's all in good fun just to see how far we can take it before one of us cracks. We're always trying to push each other, find new outcomes. Today, we're trying a dual rope solo. I think this would be a cool video, man.
Oh, from that angle?
Following each other like this.
Yeah, I do this head cam.
Are you in a good spot? Should I keep going?
Well,
It's the hard part here.
okay, hold on. Let me get to right here. That way I can take the.
Okay, yep.
Take the.
Load your rope.
Load.
Here, go ahead.
It's gonna take the load off on my tippy toe. That's much better.
You good?
Yeah.
Hit. Hard right there. There we go. Like I said, it's gonna be hard with this head cam. Crack. Rock. Fuck, your rope. Yeah, no. I'm done. I have no strength.
Yeah. Well, you blew your wad on the. You're coming up on your chest. You're not trying to look your ass.
Oh, damn it.
Okay. Well, let's just bag it.
I'm just gonna relax a little bit.
You're gonna go to there? Yeah, hey, go to that thing right there.
Oh,
feet on solid ground.
Well, you win some and you lose some. That's climbing. All that matters is you put forth the effort. Whatever the outcome is, well, that's your reality. We understand that it's just the start of the season, and our strength and endurance just isn't there yet. So we keep eating right, keep using our hangboards, and look for the next opportunity to try it again. We're in the studio doing some voiceover work. You even need to land?
Or can you just hover it on the Lord, like,
Oh, okay.
And then just let it.
Every edge, every crack. What are you doing? We're not going to do this.
I know, I'm done.
It takes a little bit of a turn to the dark side of free soloing. Why? We don't need to do this, though.
Okay.
As you may or may not know, Lee and I film, produce, and edit all the sound, video footage, and music for our projects. Content creators know how much work goes into filmmaking. So the endless hours of enthusiastic bantering between one another, that's what it takes for us to come up with the perfect scenario for our segments. We first come up with the location and activity, then the day, and finally we figure out what equipment we will need for the shoot. Whether it be a Red Komodo, a drone, an Insta360, or a simple iPhone and a GoPro. Believe me, we know we have to keep it simple to have success. When filming, there's a big difference between rock climbing, kayaking, hiking, driving, etc. Each setup requires a technical ensemble of intricate equipment to strengthen the shot. Night or day, land, water, sky, rain or shine, it's imperative to realize the elements. Having the mindset and fundamentals to comprehend that you are responsible for the outcome and quality that our film captures. You get one shot at it. Any mistakes, and you've scrapped your whole day, and that could be costly when you're out on location. I think that's what drives Lee and I to do what we do. Not only are we out exploring the natural world, but we get the opportunity to capture the moment, take it home, and put it out there for others to enjoy. Climbing. It's hard for me to put into words the feelings I have when I'm climbing. Lee gave me a homework assignment for this final climbing segment of our documentary. That in itself is a privilege that beholds me. He said that this climb was the reason we lived this year. We didn't just spend months developing this route just so you can be filmed climbing it in all its glory. He said it needs, no, it deserves to be expressed in a way that we all can take the ascent with you. It needs to count for something, Howie. This story's yours to tell in a way that only you can tell it. So what is it that I say? Do I tell you that the surface can be warm to touch when the afternoon sun hits it? Do I tell you that the smell that blows from its surface smells like the 4th of July? Or do I admit to you that I can feel her breathing in a rhythm that is so recognizable that it makes me believe that it hides some kind of ancestral familiarity that is being permitted to pass through me? There's never any fear when I'm about to climb or while I'm climbing. There's only excitement that fills my body from the tip of my toes to the very top of my head. It's like I can't believe that I have the privilege to melt into the stone. It really feels like that for me. Instead of my hands and feet grasping a hold, I feel like I become one with the rock. I know it may sound weird, but I believe that it's a relationship that makes us both feel comforted. I always feel like the wall is excited for me to spend some time with it. I know I crave its presence day and night. It's never intimidating or uninviting. On the contrary, the proof is in the privilege. If I was unable, then I would be incapable. And I believe no one who has ever breathed a breath of air on this planet is incapable. As I sit here trying my best to clarify my words and hopefully reveal my perceptions of my conscious mind, I find myself lacking to explain what it is to achieve the accomplishment of what we call in the climbing community as sending a climb. To me, it's not about the triumph of getting to the top. It's more about the progress I have within my soul. When my mind and body tells me I can't, that I need to quit, The alliance I have with the wall gives me the strength that I need to benefit from the moment. The achievement has already been granted the moment that I feel the surface. So getting to the top isn't the accomplishment for me. The victory is just being there. We were all designed to go forward, to succeed, to prosper. For some of us, life gets in the way, and that's okay. If you're watching this, I hope it inspires you to keep charging ahead. You can do anything you put your mind to. If you fall, dust yourself off. Get back on that wall. Use the failure as another tool in your bag. Get off that couch, get off your phones, and get out there. Quit making excuses. Remember, the natural world, it's waiting for you to reconnect. She's always been there, ready to give you an adventure. All you have to do is walk out your door.
Taking a walk, it's a long, long day. Time to extend our life in some way. All that I have found in this place makes me feel ashamed. Try to turn things over from the thoughts I can't erase. I'm breathing in deep. I'd like to see me walking with you, you walking with me. Round and round we go, but nothing gets me to the end. All I need sometimes is just you, like we were as friends. It's nice to believe. We wanna talk about if there is no way out. It's nice to believe. We'll have a little fun. I know the day will come. I entered the room and stepped through the door. I felt the sea, you melt to the floor. Looking through wide open eyes, now I see all the faults. As your body breaks apart, I tried to fix it all. It's nice to believe. We wanna talk about If there is no way out, it's nice to believe. We'll have a little fun. I know the day will come. It's nice to believe. We want to talk about if there is no way out. It's nice to believe. We'll have a little fun. I hope that day will come.